Good morning, everybody. Today we are going to be fixing the tank leak in my toilet. First thing, when the toilet started leaking, I noticed there was some water coming down the ceiling downstairs. We thought it was the seal underneath the toilet. I called the plumber, changed that out, and the tank was still leaking. The next step we did was there were two bolts inside of the toilet that were completely rusted. We replaced those two bolts and still leaking. So I think the last thing that I'm going to attempt to do is there's actually a bushing or a gasket between the tank and the toilet seat. I'm going to replace that gasket and hopefully that fixes the leak. I did pick up some tools to make this job a little bit easier. The bolts underneath have a little bit of length on there and there's some surrounding porcelain, so it gets really hard to get the wrench in there. So I picked up the Crescent brand Quick Convert. It's a driver socket set that has a hollow shaft that will allow some of that the screw to go into the shaft and make it easier to remove those nuts. I also picked up the Alger bolt kit, and this is the same kit or the same gasket that's sitting underneath this tank and the toilet bowl right now, and ordered it. It's here, so we're going to attempt to change this out and see if it fixes the leak. If not, we'll troubleshoot next time and try something else. Remember to put a towel down on here so that you don't scratch up your toilet bowl. Remove the cover. Make sure that you have the water turned off down here, the shut-off valve. I actually emptied this toilet out the other day, so it's already dry. The bowl is completely empty, there's no more water left. Let's get this tank off of here. There are two nuts in here that we're gonna have to unscrew, and the bolts hold down underneath. So I will need, let's attempt to take the tank off of the toilet bowl. Nuts off. And while we're here, I forgot we were supposed to remove this water line right here as well from the bowl. So we can do that. Okay, water line is out. And we are going to remove the bolt from the other side. Okay, have that bolt out. Now we can remove the tank from the bowl, just lift the whole thing straight up. Right here. Okay, so we're going to replace this gasket here. The water in Vegas is pretty harsh. Everything gets dried up and eaten up unless you have a water softener. These rubber seals go pretty fast. You just got to replace them. So we'll take these out. Okay, so now that we have the gasket out, I'm going to replace it with the new gasket. Okay, let's see what the tank kit comes with. We got some new bolts, two gaskets, and a couple of nuts to fasten it down. Now that I have the gasket back on, we're going to put the toilet tank back onto the bowl. Make sure it's in there nice and even. Alright, since I'm doing this by myself, I'm going to tighten this a little bit and then move over to the other side. Tighten that side a little bit to make sure that this gets on evenly. I'm going to reconnect the water line. Now let's turn her back on. And I just got to wait now and see. After a while, everything looks good down here. So we changed out the gasket that was between the tank and the bowl. These bolts, if yours were leaking, you can change those out as well. I tried changing those the first time and that didn't help alone. So this time we did the whole gasket, and so far no water. You have to keep an eye on this though every time you do one of these jobs, to come back and check in a few hours and make sure that there's no water pooling down here. But hopefully this attempt worked, and thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to my channel. I usually like to do these little how-to videos to help you guys around the house, or to give you any type of advice or tips that can add value to your life. Thanks for watching, guys. Tune in next time.